Hi friends, so today I just wanted to get on here and show you the current journal and planner system that I've been using and that I will continue to use until the end of 2023. So these are my emotional support notebooks, as I would call them. This is the Hobonichi Techo A6 avec. That's my daily journal, and this is the Hobonichi Weeks plus the Sterling ink blank notebook that I use as my planner or my everyday organizer. So I think I'll show you the A6 first, since this will take less time. I just wanted to show you the notebooks that I'm using now, since I think I'll be uploading my 2024 planner system next. Yeah, I'm doing this now so that there's like continuity in my channel, and maybe this could also help you think of a planner system if you're still brainstorming for ideas. So yeah, this is the Hobonichi Techo A6, and here I have the highway cover. That's a 2024 release, so like it's one of their newly released colors. And on top of that, I have the Light in the Distance cover on cover. So this combination was like surprising to me. I didn't expect this highway cover to be really nice, and like it's a dusty blue with a warm brown interior. And I think I saw this combination first from Jennifer of Joy of Stationery, and I also saw it on Reddit. But yeah, so this is what I have on here now, and the pen that I'm using is the this is the Uniball 1P pen. So it's a gel pen in black and 0.38. So yeah. Anyway, the setup of this journal is not too complicated. Here I have a postcard that I use as my pencil board, but I still have the pencil board on here. So this is just better since it can blot ink at the back. And yeah, the way I use this journal, it's just a fun memory keeping notebook that I have, and I'll show you an example, since this is just basically the monthly calendar and daily pages. So for the monthly calendar, I use it to track like my workouts, or like every time I track gym time, or when I go out on a walk or something like that. So this is how I used it. And starting September, I started also to record every time I went out with friends or if I did something fun. So that's how I use the monthly calendar. It's not for planning, it's mostly for record keeping of like fun things I did. So yeah, and yeah, I will most likely do the same for 2024 in my next notebook. So yeah, the pages here are actually pretty personal, so I'm gonna blur some if needed, but yeah, this is just my daily journal where I write down like random thoughts that I have, or if I want to process my feelings. I also brought this journal with me when I went on vacation in August. I was gone for like 3 weeks, and I brought it with me. So here I just have like stickers, and then I'm also adding tickets. So for example, this is when I watched the Barbie movie, and I also write down any fun restaurants or cafes that I've been to. So that's what's happening. Okay. So So this is also another example of like memory keeping from my vacation. Yeah, and I think I will show you the pages from September until October, because generally those were good months for me. I really updated and maintained my journal. So yeah, I also wanted to start drawing or doodling more in these pages, because I mainly use like stickers to decorate, but I also want to be more creative in a way that I could draw little things that happen to my day, or like doodles to make the pages more fun. And I did that a lot in September. Also in September, I started tracking the meals that I've had during the day, because that's really helpful. For example, if you want to cut down on fast food, or if you want to cut down on sugar in your diet. So yeah. So this is the October page. Something new that I did for October is that the blank page that comes with every month. So I started to write my main goal for the month, like a personal goal, and also like a short monthly list of fun things that I want to do. So for example, in October I wrote I wanted to finish reading Crime and Punishment. I wanted to read like a book with autumnal vibes, and I also wanted to try a new cafe. And yeah, I did I ticked off all of these to-do lists, and then yeah, I also wrote down like music releases. So that's how I use the blank page. And yeah, the rest is just the same. So I added tickets, stickers, and a bunch of washi tape. So yeah, it's really fun. I had a fun journaling time in October, even though I was like sick most of the time. So that's how I use my A6 hobonichi techo, and I think I'll be continuing the same for 2024, but next year I will be using the hobonichi hone instead of the normal techo with the cover. So moving on to my next notebook, or rather my planner and my everyday carry. This is the Hobonichi Weeks plus the Sterling Ink notebook, and I have them enclosed in this leather case or leather cover from Mrs. P's Leather Crafts, or Love Mrs. P's on Instagram. In here I have the same gel pen. This is the Uniball 1P in black and 0.38. So yeah, I have just one, and it's clipped here at the elastic, so this goes with me everywhere. Not everywhere, I mean it's just mostly at home and then at work. So I'll take you through the notebooks and like the contents. So let's talk about the cover first. So this is a custom cover that I requested from Mrs. P's. I drew the design, and yeah, she made it for me last year, and I just really wanted like a simple cover that could hold 2 hobonichi weeks, or a weeks and a notebook in the same size. So it's just like one long piece of leather at the back, and then inside it has 2 long pockets. Here I keep like a blotting sheet, but this is technically just like a piece of paper that I cut down to the same size as a pencil board. And then I have the hobonichi stencils. And then I also have this clear plastic with sticky notes. So they all go in here. So I will go through the hobonichi weeks first, so you can see how I've been using it. So this is the monthly section of the hobonichi weeks, and I really just use this as a straightforward planner. So for example, when meetings or events come up, I will write them in pencil first if they're still tentative, and then later I go on with a pen if I'm sure that it's gonna happen. So this just has like the main events or main big meetings that I have for work, and also if there are personal appointments that have a specific time and schedule, I write them down here in this page. And then this section, I just use it to track or to list my bills. So I just like write down my bills for the month, and then I cross them out whenever I've paid them. Now let's go through one of the weekly pages, and I think this is a good page to show you. And the way I use my weekly section is nothing too outrageous or complicated or special. I really try to keep it simple so that I'm not overwhelmed with information and I'm not like spending too much time drafting layouts. So on the left side, it just has the same like appointments or meetings that I have. Just major meetings or deadlines that I have for that week. So it's very straightforward. And on the right side, I write down my to-do list for the week, and also a habit tracker, and my sleep log. So I write down like how many hours of sleep I got last night. So that's how I use the weekly section. So it's really straightforward and simple, and I just try to make it fun with stickers. Here's an example of another week and last week. So the back pages, I use them as like a daily log, so a daily to-do list, and I think most of it will be blurred on the video because it's mainly for work, and I don't really want to show like the things I do for work. So yeah, it's just like a straightforward to-do list of everything that needs to get done during the day, or like a brain dump of whatever's in my mind. And since I was worried about running out of pages in my hobonichi weeks for the daily logs and the brain dumps, I bought a week-size notebook that could go together with it, so that I could write all of the things, all of my heart's contents in a notebook and not worry about running out of pages, and still keep the use of my hobonichi very flexible. So that's really what this notebook is for. It's just the daily logs and brain dumps and to-do lists. So yeah, this notebook has 250 pages, I think, and it's really good quality. I really like the paper that they use, and the grids are also a smidge bigger than the hobonichi weeks. And then the back, I use them for meeting notes at work. So that's basically my system. That's the system I will use until the end of 2023. So I just really wanted to upload this video before we all set up our planners for the next year, and to encourage you to keep using your current planners, even though it's really tempting to get started and start writing on our 2024 notebooks. So that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching if you stayed until the end. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!